Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of Hell, or specifically Manga Hell. And today, I've decided to give you a little special video. Well, this month more likely, because you see, I'm turning 666, which is in human world the age when you become fully grown. So with that, I decided to give you a little special treats with this video and the 4 more videos that are gonna come this month. So, today I decided to give you my manga collection. No, although I, as the ruler of hell, I can literally just snap my fingers and have all of manga I ever wanted to, I decided to be fair and get a more, teenage kid that doesn't have a job, and doesn't buy his own things, type of we're also buying things in a store that has them usually around $10. So my collection is a lot smaller than what you would imagine a fucking demon lord to have. But I think it's a fair trade-off, because again, there is some interesting discussion, and considering how long I usually talk, I'm probably, if I had like a giant series, a bunch of hundreds of thousands of volumes, I would probably make this a 10-hour video for sure. Like, I've seen some manga collection videos where they're like, where people like make over an hour and a half. That's how much they talk, or that's how many volumes they have. So I think a smaller series right now is better. And besides, I am planning on moving the channel in a different direction in the future a little bit. But anyways, with that said, let's get into the real chapter. Well, my collection already. So the first volumes we're going to be discussing is my Black Clover collection. Now, something that you probably will notice pretty soon with numbers, in fact you can already kind of notice with the numbers, is the fact that I have really random numbers. I mean like 3, 10, 23 for Black Clover, and then I have like the 65 for Bleach or 55 for Fairy Tail, like really random ones. Now, the reason behind that is the fact that I'm more by my volumes, or at least the basis for my volumes is more what is on the cover. Like, volume 23, we have this beautiful panel of Sakura on the cover and the moonlight. That's why I decided to buy this volume. Now, the content of the volumes, like the story and that type of stuff, is also a factor when it comes to deciding how I'm gonna buy it. Like, I decided to buy volume 3 and 10 because of the Diamond Kingdom story, and I am honestly very interested in the Diamond Kingdom in itself. Hope they appear soon on that, like, backup squad. Although, to be fair, I'm not sure if they actually need them. Hopefully they will. But anyways, that's how I usually pick them, so Black Clover is the reason why I have random numbers. Now, as for a little bit more specifically on the Black Clover side of things, I started the series around volume 23, and yeah, although I do really like the dungeon, which is Forest Arc, I really like the first portion of the Spade Saga, whatever this is called, with the Dark Tride's first appearance, like volume 24, volume 25, volume 26, which are like the only volumes I'm planning on getting. Or specifically, I'm planning on getting volume 26, specifically. But after that, I feel like we've just went in a downhill spiral where just us seeing the heroes getting power-ups for the sake of power-ups, and the villains be completely obliterated. Now again, this could always turn around, after all. Tabata, and I would definitely say that the writers right now, like Tabata and Horikoshi, are a lot smarter when it comes to their writing. So I could easily see that this time next year could be like, my god, was I wrong. But as things stand right now, I feel like it's going downhill, and outside of 26, I'm probably not be getting any volumes specifically right now. Like, maybe if I see them in a bookstore, but for now, I'm probably not gonna be ordering anything. Then, let's go into Bleach. I have volume 65, which, the funny thing is, I do actually see a lot of, like, similarities between Bleach's and Black Clover story right now. Like, top class character designs, yes. Characters being built up yet not living up to the height for whatever reason, yes. The villains going from absolutely dominating the heroes, then to be completely annihilated by them, yes. Although to be fair, it's not as terrible as in Black Clover, but still kind of bad in Bleach. I mean, at least there's a bit of a more explanation to it. But yeah. So it's kind of funny, the parallels, and it's funny how it's still like right next to each other. I mean, I know I have them alphabetical order, but it's kind of funny. So, yeah. Then we have Fairy Tail Volume 55. Now, although Fairy Tail, I would say, is sort of like the joke manga, the one that people always make fun of, like, oh, it's trash tail, I mean garbage tail, oh, I mean, like, you know what I mean. People like to make fun of it. Now, some of the criticisms on Fairy Tail are pretty legit, like the whole power of friendship, the way how battles go to, but there's still some good qualities, I would say, in it. Like, some of the character designs are awesome, like Wall and Brandish, I would say, have pretty good character designs. And it's like more when it comes to the battle, that's where I would say the Fairy Tail really like suffers from. Like, I don't know, I feel like Hiromashima should have had someone like else write the battles in Fairy Tail, which is also a problem with Eden Zero for me right now, but still, I feel like if someone else was to have been in charge of battles, like maybe Tabata or Kubo, funny enough, I feel like the battles in Fairy Tail would have been better, but I guess we can have Night Sphinx. Also, I'm planning on getting Eden Zero. I'm getting Eden Zero Volume 6 in a week or so, but that's pretty much it for it. Now, the next series we have is Fire Force, which actually, this is also something that's funny. Fairy Tail is a series that has a lot of fan service in it, like, I mean, for God's sake, this volume literally has Brandish in a bikini mermaid form, for God's sakes. But it's funny how Fire Force also has fan service for Tamaki, and how they literally had a fight about how fan service should be a thing, you people. We need that. So it's kind of funny how these two are again so together. But yeah. Now I think I really like Fire Force. I do think it's better than Soul Eater in my opinion, which we will get into Soul Eater a bit later. But yeah, and also Arrow Best Girl. And also it's kind of surprising how they have like very good simple designs like Bleach, and they are like not exactly close, but they are like in the same like ballpark. Fun. It's so funny how they come out. So yeah. Then we have Volume 4 of Komi Can't Communicate. Now, Komi Can't Communicate is actually a unique case in my collection, since, like I said, most of the stories I picked are based on the covers. Well, Komi Can't Communicate is actually, I just decided because I was very curious on what exactly is the story and content in it. Like, I went to the store, like, this is something that's unbelievable hilarious. Like, I went to my bookstore once, and I saw Komi Can't Communicate. I think it was on a Monday or Friday, or maybe it was somewhere in between there, I'm not exactly sure. And I saw Komi Can't Communicate. And then, like, the next week, or maybe 2 weeks later, like, it wasn't like a big gap. It was very much like, it's pretty much like, you may even confuse it was like which week specifically you're referring to. But it was like very close to one another, and Komi Can't Communicate always was sold out. Like, I think every volume there had like 3 copies each. Like, I believe Volume 4, Volume 11, Volume 10 had like 4 to 3 copies. And they were all sold out in less than a week. And then there was a big old gap. So when I get to the manga store back the next time, and I've seen Komi Can't Communicate be restocked, I decided to just pick one just because of my curiosity of it, to see what exactly is in it. And the series is in all to stay really fun. I do find Komi being the cute introvert to be very cute. especially when it comes to her family the way how she's with her family, since even the family seems to be like, oh, hey, Komi, you seem to be a little, it seems to be like, oh, just how introverted are you? Like, man, it isn't like an extra, like, ask, like, what the, why is it introverted? But it is funny how, like, even her little boy is like, did she say something? No, I must have imagined it. So, yeah, I really like Komi can communicate. I can't wait for the anime to come out. Maybe I'll buy more volumes when the anime comes out, but we'll see. Then we have Monster Musume, or if you are German, the Monster Mädchen. Yeah. So, Rachel Best Girl, I'll obviously get the volume, and although the context of it are a bit iffy on YouTube, for some reason, I honestly really like the series, and I do think that the story of it is pretty funny and comedic as well, and the fan service, take it or leave it, but it is, I would say, a pretty good series. Is in all honesty. I'll probably get. I do think I'm planning on getting a volume that has Lila, since those two are probably my two favorite girls in it. But yeah, I do generally think it's a pretty good series, and I am hoping we get like volumes and the anime coming back. Seriously, people, we need season 2 of Monster Musume. I mean, what the hell? What the hell is the reason? Isn't it still a popular series? But I'm hoping we get a season 2, but we'll see. Then we have my favorite manga series ever. Well, for now at least. There might be a new one that will come in those suppressors, but right now, my favorite series is My Hero Academia. Now, the thing and I have My Hero Academia from volume 1 to volume 25, as well as volume 27 and 28. For some reason, volume 26 has been sold out, and it's still sold out. Like, my god, it has been a while since I've seen volume 26 in stores on a shelf, or in online to buy. I think there might be some websites that buy it, but those are unavailable for me. But it's so hilarious to see how that one is sell out. So yeah, anyways. No, the thing, if you remember, I said that I buy volumes based on covers. Now, My Academia is the only, My Academia and my second favorite manga series that we'll get a bit later are the only exception to that rule, because I want both of them to be fully collected. So that's why I have like almost all the volumes of My Hero Academia that are out right now. I like the story, I like the characters, J.O. Best Girl, by the way. And generally, I'm a big fan of it, and I cannot wait to get more volumes, especially some of the newer ones that have been like released in Japan, but to my knowledge, haven't been released in English yet. And that's volume 32, I believe, and 32, yes. Those two are probably my the two volumes I'm waiting for the most, and I might even buy them, even if, let's say, volume 29 or 26 are, like even if I see volume 30, 29, and 26, I'll probably buy 30 instead of the other two, purely because I do think that, because the cover looks so great with Dobby. So, yeah. Now, the next series we have is Naruto Volume 54. Now, the only reason why I bought this volume is because of Kone and her battle against Toby. Like, Naruto is a weird thing to me, where when I was younger and manga wasn't as, a thing as it was right now, Dragon Ball and Naruto were like the only two animes that I've seen on TV, or the only two I could actually watch. So, it's a bit funny how I'm not really a big fan of Naruto. Like, I'm more a fan of Dragon Ball than Naruto. So, and I would say probably Naruto's like, if I had to rank them, probably one of my least favorite series. But, yeah. That I own right now. But, yeah. I also don't really like the Naruto. Well, I don't dislike Naruto as a protagonist, but I'm not really a big fan of him. And then, next one we have is the series that I feel like it's best to just buy the volume covers you like, or the story that you like, because if you buy the entire series, it's gonna be, honestly, more expensive than most completed manga series out there. And that's One Piece, where we have One Piece Volume 87, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, and 94. Now, I'm planning on getting the entire Whole Cake Island as well as Wano arcs, because that's, like, I would say where the story is the best. I might get some volumes later on in the future arcs, and maybe in the past arcs, but right now I'm just planning on completing Wano and Whole Cake Island. And a couple of other volumes in the past, but for the most part, it's just these two that will be my One Piece collection. I know I'm behind it, and there are a lot of Whole Cake Island chapters ones I'm missing, but it's all gonna come in due time. Then the next series that we have is One Punch Man. Now, I really like this series. It's a pretty comedical series, by the way, since, like, we always have to do. Tatsumaki, best girl. Fubuki, does as. You do a good comparisons, but it's all Tatsumaki, bitches, nothing else. So yeah, so it's a pretty good gag series, and it's fun to read it and watch it. Especially, well, namely read it, since watching, I'm not sure how long it's gonna take until the next season. I'm not very interested where the story's gonna go. Like, I only know what's going to happen, like, because of webcomic, but you know, the actual manga and their changes as well as revisions. Seriously, that Dust revision may have been is very weird. Also, can someone explain to me how these revisions are gonna work with things like Doll's ass and Fubuki bang find overgrown rover? Because I believe that chapters that were originally supposed to be related to that have already been released in a volume, so I'm not sure exactly how that's gonna be done. Maybe we're gonna get like a, I don't know, special little explanation of an extra in the story, like, oh, by the way, this is events that happened between this chapter and this chapter. You can read it here in this volume. I don't know. I guess we will see it in due time. Maybe we will see it all in the next volume release or something. I don't know. And now we have my second favorite manga series of all time, and that's Overlord, where we have volume 1, 4, and 7. Now, it's just me that 1, 4, 7 remind me of something, but I cannot put my fingers on. Like, I feel that number is specific, and it's very important. But I'm not sure exactly what. Maybe if there's some connection to it, you can tell me in the comments below. But as it is, these are the 3 volumes I'm having. As you can see, this is a considerably less of a full collection that I have of My Academia, and that's mostly because I can't really buy them in stores because they're really fucking expensive. So, but yeah, this is all I have of Overlord for now, but I'm definitely planning on getting the whole thing, the whole story. But yeah, also since there are a lot, the series is a lot smaller than, let's say, My Academia, where it is, like, if you go by Japan, is now at the 32 volume, it's probably gonna be easier for me to eventually get this one, at least it's gonna be a lot slower gathering. So yeah. Also, I'm excited for season 4 to come out. I cannot wait for it, and I cannot wait for it to be in a manga, which I am questioning. If let's say, light novels of Overlord get released beforehand, and the anime doesn't get an official season or movie or anything like that being released, and the manga caught up to the anime, would that then have them go into adapting the light novels instead of waiting for the anime to get the permission to be created, or the 5th season being made? Although I am hearing that apparently it's gonna be a Overlord movie, but yeah, anyways, is that gonna be a thing? I'm not exactly sure. So yeah. Also, in case you're wondering what these things are, these are just markers to tell me which volumes I haven't read yet, or where I am in reading them. Since, you know, I have a small collection, so it's a lot easier to, like, know which volumes I haven't read yet or which ones I already have read. So yeah. Then we have Seven Saints, Volume 2 and 19. Oh, by the way, as for Overlord, best girl is Shaltier. She's the queen we all need, we all want, but we don't deserve. So yeah. Seven Saints, this series, I would say I like it enough, and I do like the designs of the demons a lot. And I am definitely, I'm a bit disappointed in the ending, and I do feel like it was a bit, the ending just doesn't fit well. I feel like it was definitely more of a setup for the Four Knights of the Apocalypse, which is a decent series right now. I am planning on getting at least the first couple of volumes of it, but I'll not see if I'll get the entire collection yet, because it's not like my third favorite. So yeah. We'll see about in the future, and by the way, Malaska is best girl in Seven Days Saints, but I cannot show it to her because for some goddamn reason, Malaska doesn't appear in any new volume cover. I mean, seriously. How the hell does not one of the Ten Commandments, from the ones who don't get redeemed, probably like the most important one, like how she literally fights Elizabeth in volume 28, well, in the entire Seven Deadly Sins in volume 28, and yet for some reason she doesn't appear on a single volume. I mean, come on. What kind of a hero bias does someone have where they can't even have one of the more mainstream Ten Commandments be on a volume? I mean, Grey Road was on a fucking volume before Malaskula, and all she gets is I believe the next volume or a volume before the 19, I'm not sure, I think it was like very close to 19, is a very like small picture of her. I mean, come on, this is outrageous. I hope that she appears in Force of the Apocalypse, which is very likely, in all honesty, and she gets in a fucking volume cover because she deserves it. So, that Malaska ran down the way. Let's get into the final few I have. The next one I have the Ruby official manga anthologies. They're just a bunch of small little stories with the characters, I guess kind of like fan-fiction-y thing with characters, and yeah, it's pretty, there's nothing really to say about it, it's pretty decent and stuff, but yeah. Now anyways, we have the second to last volume series I have, that's Solid, like I mentioned it before. I like Fire Force more than it. I feel like this is more like a more experimental thing, and yeah, there's nothing much to say. Again, I don't have much to say about it without getting like going a full discussion, but yeah, I generally do like the theming and the general look of it, the series, and the more gothic feel to it. Definitely a very good improvement, and definitely more different with the other series. And then we have my final volume, and well, final member of the collection, which is We Never Learn, which is a pretty fun slice of life harem type of manga. I do like the story. I like the kind of character traits with Musume, which I do have to question the age thing with her. Like, is Mafuru supposed to be taken as a lot younger? Like, she's supposed to be taken as someone who is not all that, like, I would have, like, she's not it's not a big gap or something, because it's kind of weird how, like, the teacher is one of the love interests, but, yeah. Anyways, it's a pretty decent slice of life. Like, if you need something to be entertained by for a couple of minutes, it's a good pick, and there's some emotional and real world type of stuff with it, so yeah, that's pretty much it to it. So yeah, that's my manga collection. It's rather short, but considering the way I talk, it's probably gonna be a lot, the video's probably gonna be believed to be a lot longer than it actually is. So anyways, let's talk about some of the future videos I'm going to be making in this month. The video I'm making next is going to be explain why some of the more noteworthy manga, or the very least, the manga that I feel like will be mentioned at the end of this video, as like, why don't I have it? I should buy it or something, are not in my collection. I'll explain that in the next video I'll be making the next week. The other video I'm planning on making is why I love Overlord, to make more of a theming of it, you know, to fit the season. Now, the next one, no, I'm not sure about the next one exactly, I was thinking about making 2 live stream videos, which there's definitely gonna be a live stream video at once. I'm already close to the ending of October, but for now, but I'm not sure if I should make 2 or if I should make a ranking video on all of the manga that I own and where would I exactly rank them. I'm leaning to that more than another live stream video. But anyways, with that said, I hope you liked this video. I hope you leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all you people next time.